Arc-and-Ciel, how nostalgic for me. The commemorative performance for the signing ceremony is tonight, right? Yeah, Risha's got us all S-section seats. It'll be the same performance as the one during the operation, The Dream of a Million Nights. Yuna said she was really bummed out she was going to miss out on this. There'll be plenty of opportunities to see them perform in the future. Anyway, Cecile said she'd be here, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find her. So I imagine she's probably by the dressing room area. Balsamo! Well, if it isn't the Triple S, hello there. Everyone is currently rehearsing for the big anniversary performance. We've been turning down interviews and the like, but I'm glad they make an exception for you guys. Please feel free to go on in. Thank you so much, sir. We'll gladly take you up on that. Let's go to the back rooms. Okay, the cat just took off, so I can use both hands again. No one's in here. Let's go backstage. Anyone on stage? Uh-oh. We walked into it,
Good.
folks.
This has been coming along quite nicely for us only being a month in. Though, Risha, I think you're missing some more oomph in your steps with the chorus. And I think you're getting stuck in your previous position with the old number of performers, Sully. Forget the old, adjust with the new, feel the energy of the stage. All in all, inspiring work. Inspiring enough that I think we'll nail it if we practice even more before tonight.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Cecile.
Well, when did you sneak in?
Couldn't have picked a better time than in the middle of practice, couldn't we have?
No way. I'm happier seeing Ilya back to 100%.
And I keep telling her not to push it beyond that. Though I can't be too hard on her since she's been good about it.
Oh, I've been taking plenty of breaks just to avoid getting a good talking to. If it isn't my favorite little guy with friends in tow. Doing well, I hope?
Hi there. It's so nice of you to stop by. What's up?
Glad to stop by. And it's nice to see you doing so much better, Ilya. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were never hurt.
Oh, you think a few injuries could stop little old me? Think again.
Very nice. You're a real stunner, Ilya. Even more than before, I think, or is that just me? You can tell I've been on fire all month. I was playing out all my moves while in rehab and everything. No rest for the weary performer, huh? I don't think we could stop Ilya if we tried. We'll have to step up our practice session so she doesn't end up leaving us behind in the dust. That's what I want to hear. We're rivals, and nothing inspires a better performance quite like the fires of competition. I wouldn't want to be putting my all on after being injured only to see you fall behind. Please, like that's ever slowed you down. But I'm down to keep at it, yeah? Well, I'm sure whatever you give us tonight is going to blow us away. Thanks again for inviting us to your performance, by the way. Don't think anything of it. It's to thank you for all your help. It really is too bad Yuna can't come. Here's hoping she'll be able to see the next one. I want to show her just how much work we put into this. I'm sure she's looking forward to it as much as you are. I'm so happy. Arc-and-Ciel really is back. Between this and being independent again, it's like today's full of dreams come true. Those dreams turned real only because people never give up the good fight. The second I'd set foot on the stage for our surprise performance, I knew our home was ours again. Me too. Your performance was just too inspiring for us to fail. Never expected you to put on a show so polished when we only asked you for a distraction. Yeah, we really pulled on a heck of a performance for something right at the last minute. And only a week after wrapping up rehab, too. You'd think it was impossible. Impossible? I don't know the meaning of the word. You know, the troupe had even less time to put on last year's performance. That show only went off as well as it did because everyone was helping us scramble last minute. I thought it was amazing personally. My eyes must have lit up like little jewels when I saw the recording. My thoughts exactly. It sure lit a fire under my butt to help me push through rehab. Thinking about it, with me, Risha, and Theodore back, Arc-and-Ciel is a full house again. Well, we've made Crossbell wait long enough for our grand return. Let's make tonight our best performance yet. And that means practice, practice, practice. Come on then, everyone, start getting ready for a rehearsal. Yes, ma'am. She's going hard on this one, isn't she? Just hope she's not going too hard. I think these past couple of years were a little longer for her than most. Between that and tonight's performance proving Arkansas's back for good, she's fired up as can be. I'm sure it's all she can think about. Oh, I can get why, yeah. But don't feel bad. Sully and I will make sure she doesn't go overboard. In fact, I need you to be happy so you can look forward to tonight. That I can do. We'll be rooting for you.
Risha, we can't do rehearsal without you. It's like you get absorbed into your own little world whenever he shows up.
Was that really necessary?
I don't believe my eyes! Did you go up a cup? How those monster melons continue to evolve, I'll never know. I better inspect for padding.
Could you please stop?
Where am I supposed to be looking here? At the feast before your eyes, of course. Stop your staring and get it together, Lloyd. Now, Ilya, play nice. Someone get a fire hose. I'll be staying here to watch Ilya in the evening performance. I'm worried she'll collapse the second the curtain closes tonight. The rest of you are going out to patrol the streets, yes? Thank you for looking for us and good luck. Sure thing, thanks, Cecile. I don't know if he really considers Cecile part of his harem since I was his brother's fiancée, you know? Anyway, I guess I'll be seeing you all later. Hope you're all looking forward to tonight. We're going to ring Crossbell's newly won independence in style with a historic show. I don't doubt it, and can't wait. Good luck out there, Risha. Although there's no doubt Risha is. Ilya... I'd say she's just as much in it as Fran, maybe? My Risha is showing so much spirit today. Guess it leaves me with no other choice. I'm just gonna have to match that spirit. Happen to have a little surprise planned for the signing ceremony. Look forward to it. Dying to know what it is. The seats were empty when we performed during last month's mission, but now we're going to be in front of a packed house. Feel the energy of the stage. I've never really thought of it like that, but I can give it a shot. Quit staring at me, Bannings. Sorry, Sully, I was just thinking how far you've come as an artist these last few years. You're really something. Yeah, you've been putting in so much work, it's really inspiring. How can you guys always say stuff like that with a straight face? You're gonna throw me off my game. But thanks, just wait for the real thing. I'll show you just how hard we've been working. We'll knock your socks off. Someone's confident. Makes me more eager to see what's in store. I didn't really consider Sully part of the harem until the whole beach thing at Michelin. I still don't really consider her to be part of it, but to each their own. Ilya sure likes to push things to beyond perfection when it comes to the stage. But you know, Arkansas has put on some amazing performances up until now. If we keep that up, this one's bound to be one for the history books. Today really is the signing ceremony. Still doesn't feel real. We struggled so much for so long, and now our efforts are being rewarded. I don't know if I have the words to explain the feelings inside me. Our princesses may be the stars, but that doesn't mean I won't let the audience forget about us. Tonight's celebratory performance is truly special to me. I put a lot of effort into the scene between me and Theodore. You won't be able to take your eyes off us. Count on it. Eugene's been going so hard that he's starting to look too rehearsed. What does that mean? I get why he's feeling restless today. It's good to channel that nervous energy into making this the best show possible. I don't know what he's getting at. Hey, it's the drug pusher. Well, pill popper, I should say. Ilya asks a lot out of us, but living up to those expectations is just what we have to do. I know I've come a long way, so I don't intend to be any less passionate than anyone else here. I'm going to improve my craft as much as I can, all the way up till the curtain rises. I traveled around the continent to raise funds for the troupe. But with the war finally over, we got so many prospective sponsors that I was able to come home. Ilya's passion really is something else, isn't it? It's really great, don't get me wrong, but it'd be bad if everyone popped off the way she does. As troop leader, I need to make sure to keep tabs on how everyone's doing. You know, I was thinking of bringing down the lights a bit for that part. Since you're in charge of the costumes, could you give me your thoughts? I like that idea. With the designs I have in mind, it may highlight their costumes. I say go ahead with the dim lights in mind, and we can double check how the costumes look down the line. Now then, I'll head to the back and prep the costumes. Can't wait to see that lighting. Alright, time for my final adjustments. Can't wait to see what the audience thinks of this. we can actually go over here. Thing is, there's no one in the crowd. Are we able to go up the stairs? Nope. VIP area. So technically, both of those lead to the second floor. Well, BS. The if you go in here, you'll go up the stairs. The first right is the balcony. If you keep going up, then you hit the VIP area. It's probably empty, but still, that's a little insulting for those of us that have been here a while. And if you've seen my patrols through Crossbell, since I did them through Zero and Azure, like, I have this place very thoroughly memorized. I invited Pim to go out drinking with me as a show of solidarity in the biz. You know, treat him so he can be more fired up to bring in the customers in Mira. Don't think he needs a boost, though. He's oozing cool since coming back from the war. Gotta say, I like what I see. There's Iris. Her name is Iris. Hey, Sandra's still here. Things were looking grim for a while when those Imperials were holding the city hostage, but everything's finally going back to normal. It's really fun to sit back and relax here again. Just don't fall asleep on the counter. You realize this isn't your home, right, Sandra? The only reason I don't throw you out is for the optics of having at least one customer here. Stop being such a meanie. Eric likes to pretend he's the cold-hearted type, but he really is a great guy. He always drapes a blanket over me anytime I fall asleep at the bar. I keep telling him not to do stuff like that because I'll fall for him, but he doesn't listen, honestly. I feel sorry for you, man. Hello, Lloyd, on patrol with a few of your colleagues? You could say that. Forgive my lack of surprise, but Wazy actually came here to visit as a customer just the other day. So venturing back into a little police work while you're in town. You're not thinking of getting back into hosting while you're at it, are you? Sadly, no. I need to make the most of the time with my old pals while I can. But enough about my business. How about yours? Things are looking pretty dead in here. Where's the lunch rush that you mentioned? Wazy, you're one to talk about how empty Trinity used to be in the middle of the day. Wish I could say he's wrong. Back alley's buzzing with excitement over the ceremony, but that doesn't mean people want to be stuck inside drinking all day. I doubt any news I come by will be big enough to be of any interest to you until things settle down. It's a fair point. We have a lot going on. I would have sat down and ordered something if I thought you came across something big. Now there's the real pity. You'll be the first to know if I do hear anything, though. Crossbell's upcoming independence is sure to change the balance of power in this alley all over again, but you can worry about that after today. Things are still slow for now. So, if you don't remember how we get recipes nowadays, this place is always the best. We can try making it ourselves if you like it that much. There's an idea, I'll jot it down in the recipe book. So if we have the recipe and ingredients, we can cook food. You get the recipes by trying dishes at restaurants, and from recipe books, sometimes you'll give them as rewards for quests, and there's other places. So you have superb dishes, which are the better than expected result. Or sometimes they'll make something really weird, and then they can make something bad, or something like that, or... Oh, there's only 3 levels? No, there's 4 levels there. So there's 2 levels of peculiar, that's what it is. So they'll tell you at the top what all it takes. The recipe list is on the right. The cook proficiency is at the bottom right there, and then the middle right are the potential outcomes. So you have the superb dish, only one character can make that. You have the regular dishes, which any character can make. And then for the really bad peculiar dishes, those are more likely based on how poor the proficiency is. I remember the Crossbell games have special quartz to make them more likely to turn out that way. I don't remember if there's something in here that affects the cooking or not. And it mentions you can have guys outside the party cook. That's just so you can't lock yourself out of stuff. So 5,000 HP, cures KO 4,000. That one's not too bad, it's just I'm really, really poor. Jukebox, I don't even have 10 Mira, so we're out of luck. And you can even say that I blew it all at the casino. So Nua Blanc is over here. Or it used to be. Yep, her name's still listed as Iris when she walks by. Flower Salon, I guess that's supposed to be the host club? Hostess club? Can we go into Imelda? Yes, we can. Her place is a little nicer in 3D. I expected less from the triple S I made quite the haul. What are you talking about? I invested in quite a bit of stock that had bottomed out due to the IDF and their occupation of the marketplace. Things recovered quite quickly after last month's liberation, so I sold it all and made a fortune. Well then, you were always quite the businesswoman, Imelda. To tell the truth, I've never been a big fan of dealing with you, but I'll take what you just said as a compliment. Thanks for putting all of your eggs in our basket. I'm not the only one who's always had their eyes on you youngsters. I hope you continue to keep things entertaining for me. I'm kind of you Triple S kids to keep things lively around here, and don't forget to buy some of my goods from time to time.
If
Your
you
stuff's too
ain't buying, then get
expensive.
out.
Is that Barbara Goodson who voiced her? See, I'm thinking the ogre may be a translation error because it comes from the yellow pendulum, and this doesn't mention anything about breaking. It'd be weird if it's a combination of the emergency puppet and the other one. So yeah, we
Well,
can slap that on
done
Asian,
already?
on Wazy and play him as a mage. Thing is, it's just really good luck that this takes you back to center, right? Central? Yeah. I'm glad I fought those monsters outside of town because I need the Sepith. I don't really want to dip into my transfer bonus because people who may not have been able to play the other games, because turns out they're actually somewhat rare, which I did not expect. They may not be able to get those. So Orcus Tower is over here. All City Hall administrative services are closed today, so we're asking civilians to stay away from the tower. Second Lieutenant Seeker, are you patrolling the city with the Triple S? That's right, I take it nothing is out of the ordinary here. That is correct, unless you count the busy civil servants running back and forth, that is. No doubt they're all in high gear. There honestly wasn't much time to even prepare for the ceremony. We should probably stay away from Orcus Tower for the time being. I don't want to get in anyone's way. Bull. Aw, man. Let's go check on Ellie. Need to tell her how badly they killed our Buzz. There's still more talks to have with the surrounding nations so that we can set up a consulate here after the ceremony. That's what brought me here today. Having a consulate here means formally accepting Crossbell as a nation-state. It's not finally set in stone a lot of things that have been blurry up till now. This is my first big task since the end of the war. I can't afford to let my country down. I came to Crossbell for an inspection during the lead up to the war, so this isn't my first time here. But I was immediately struck by just how much more lively the city feels now. Historically, Crossbell's always been an imperial territory in the eyes of the Empire. But those days are behind us now. How relations between our countries develop is up to the government back home, not me, of course. But I was really hoping that building a consulate here will let us forge good relations with Crossbell going forward. Welcome to the Civic Center, everyone. As I'm sure you're all aware, this building used to be the City Hall back in Zero. But all administrative functions that used to be handled here are now dealt with in Orcus Tower. While we were a province of the Empire, this building ended up being used to welcome VIPs. Now that our independence is in sight, it's back to being a civic center again. Please stop by whenever you like. You'll always be welcome here. Hey, it's Clip. See Blue Blanc lately? There are some very distinguished guests staying here today. A lot of conferences are planned for after the ceremony comes to an end, so this is a nerve-wracking time for employees like me. Eep. I don't see anywhere I can hide. Guess we have to bite the bullet.
Goodness.
This is simply divine.
I'm glad it meets with your approval. I can feel my fatigue fading away with every sip.
Well noted. It is a variety of Earl Grey from Orid particularly suited for easing exhaustion. I find it goes especially well with these scones, too.
Thank you very much.
This isn't my first time trying your tea, but I can see you become better at brewing it than ever. Why, thank you. I've been renewing my efforts to improve ever since the war's conclusion last year. So it seems, nobody makes a cup like you do, Sharon. It is serving to dispel some of the anxiety I was feeling about this afternoon's ceremony, too. I feel the same way, and it's giving me the boost I need to work hard this afternoon. I hope we're not interrupting your little tea party, ladies and gentlemen. Lloyd, and Noelle, and Wazy too. Good morning, everyone. I wasn't expecting to see some faces from Thor's at the Civic Center. What brings you all here? We just came to offer the speaker our congratulations on achieving independence. We both have a part to play in everything going on, you see. Oh, really? You may as well pull up a seat now that you're here. Could you bring some more tea and scones, Sharon? Gladly, my lady. We don't want to put you through any trouble, but thank you. Now that's an invitation I can't refuse. So we threw Ellie out of her seat? That is rude. Oh my. Wow, this really is good. I'm generally not much of a tea drinker, but I can definitely see myself getting hooked on this. Same here, it really relaxes you to your very core. I've heard from Reen and the others just how good your tea is, Sharon, so I'm happy to finally have tried it. I'm honored you would speak of it so. I know preparing for the ceremony is keeping a lot of people busy, the church included. The two of you have plenty of work on your hands too, I take it. Yes, Elise is helping out with behind-the-scenes schedule, dismantling a Tangram fortress and repurposing the munitions factory. As for Toa, she's been invaluable in all the negotiations that allowed the ceremony to formally proceed. That's huge. I had no idea all that was going on behind the scenes. We really do owe you both, huh? I couldn't agree more. I truly appreciate everything you've both been doing for us. It's only because of the support of people from other countries like you that today's ceremony could come about at all. As for the Speaker of the House, allow me to extend my sincere thanks as well. In particular, I cannot thank the Rhineford Company enough for its contributions, both financial and otherwise. Please, raise your head, Mr. Speaker. We were just meeting our obligations as a company, though if I'm honest, I just wanted to be able to help out however I could, as Elisa. Ellie is my friend now, and the people of Crossbell helped so much in bringing the Great Twilight to an end. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Elisa. I feel indebted to the people here, too. Crossbell has been dear to my heart since I came as part of the trade conference entourage during my student years. That's in Azure. Only the Revision Azure, I should mention. I don't think she's there in base Azure. I'm sure that while everyone helping out has their own reasons and experiences that have led them to do so. We're all united in wanting to do what we can for Crossbell however we can. You're not wrong there, I know that's how I feel. And it's appreciated, Wazy. You're here. I really can't thank you all enough for what you've done for my home.
As someone who cares about Crossbell, I'm just so happy that you'll finally have your independence. But even if our international relationship changes, I hope we can stay close friends, Ellie.
I feel very much the same way. Here's to lifting each other up, always.
You really have grown into a fine young woman, my lady. Sitting here, it's hard not to believe that Crossbell and the Empire can get along. It's not hard to believe. It's hard not to believe, I think it was. I'm certain we can too. I can see I'm going to need to put my full spirit into the ceremony to avoid being upstaged by my juniors. The tea earlier eased my fatigue greatly, but these old bones can really do with an extra bit of encouragement. Maybe I should order myself another speaker-style Serpic Tomato Shake. I'd, forgotten you were so fond of those. That does sound like something that would perk you right up, though. I can give you my personal assurance on that. Perhaps I could treat you to one later. That'd be lovely, sir. Everyone really does have a lot going on, huh? Please try not to overwork yourselves to the detriment of your health, both of you. Come to think of it, though, it feels like everyone in Crossbell from the Empire is connected to Thor's somehow. Elisa, Toa, and Spectre Machias? Now that you mention it, you're right. There are a lot of students there with connections to Crossbell in some way. Overcoming the Great Twilight was a combined effort between us and them, too. So they're very much friends fighting for the same cause. And with one man at the center of it all. Reen Schwarzer, the hero otherwise known as the Ashen Chevalier. He was a huge factor in the war ending as quickly as it did. I only met him personally at the wedding we all attended, but I heard a lot from him from Gaius and Father Thomas. Rumors seem to fly around him for sure. He's also an instructor at Thor's branch campus in Yuna as in his class. Yeah, honestly we owe Crossbell's freedom in no small part to him. He's really quite the guy. Wonder what he's up to these days. Sounds like things have at least calmed down in the Empire for these past 6 months. He and the rest of his friends are probably involved in something else big, I figure. You're probably right. Sounds like Yuna's classmates are the best too. Sounds like we can't afford to sit idly by, then. We can't let them hog all the glory. You can now use the Trails to Walk menu. Allows you to switch viewpoints in the story. You're currently playing the Lloyd route. You can switch to the Reen route to play as Reen. There you can experience the story unfolding simultaneously from his perspective. There are times where you cannot make progress in the main story without changing routes. I believe the Triple S is the reason that we were able to celebrate this day at all. It makes me proud that such promising youths call my dear Crossbell home. I hope you continue to support your home for years to come. Elisa and Toa have both been so kind. It helps knowing that there are people outside Crossbell cheering for our independence. There's still so many issues to iron out on an international level, but thinking of our friends gives me hope. The boxes are awkward here. So this is a specially made Super Tomato Shake. I must say it has quite the intriguing flavor profile. I must research the ingredients later and learn how to prepare it for myself. I don't know if that's a drink you should be eager to foist upon others. You know the branch the Rhineford Company had over in the Harbor District? We ended up handing it off to the IBC group as part of the shift in corporate direction and general downsizing of our operations. There are parts of it that are still under renovation, but from now on it will officially serve as an IBC facility. I really want and intend for the Rhineford Company to use its technology for peace from now on. We're working hard to help it turn a new leaf, just like Crossbell's about to with the science ceremony. Change is in the air. Doing all this work takes me back to when I visited the West Samaria Trade Conference. Crossbell was stuck in the middle of a tug-of-war between Erebony and Calvert that day. You could cut the tension with a knife. And just like that day, the Speaker, Triple S, and CGF are still fighting for Crossbell. It's thanks to them that Crossbell has come so far. Almost brings a tear to my eye and I'm not even Crossbellin'. Okay, Harbor District. There are a lot more NPCs than there used to be back in the Zero and Azure days. Like, we still haven't even hit East Street or downtown now, Uptown or Station Street. We're only like 2/3 of the way through. Here's the courier. Hey, get back here, punk. Today's going to go down in history. There's so many events scheduled. Some couples even decided to hold their wedding ceremonies today. Means I'm going to be crazy busy delivering things like presents and congratulatory messages all day. So I'm going to have to ask you to stay out of my way. So, Crossbell's News has their office back. The desk is no longer right there. But, it's like a mirror image of what it used to be. Good to see you, Triple S. We're busy as can be getting that special edition ready. Grace and Ryan's are out covering the science ceremony as we speak. I see, it certainly sounds like you all have your hands full. Oh yeah, you guys know Nielsen, don't you? Even though he's always on the beat, but he took the time to send over a congratulatory telegram. That was a nice thing of him to do, not just from one journalist to another, but also on a personal level. Marcel Nielsen. He was the blind reporter I met during the Azure Tree incident. That is awfully kind of him to do for someone who's so world famous. So yeah, the desk used to be like right here, and then you'd enter that room by going through a door here, and they changed everything. Well, it looks like we can go upstairs finally. Greetings, Triple S. Welcome to the one and only Crossbell Times. Today is the big day everyone's been waiting for, the signing ceremony. Journalists from nearby countries have come to cover it. So many visitors keep dropping by here, it's hard to find time to breathe. The weather is perfect today. That should mean lots of great photos for the paper. All my reporters are raring to cover today's events. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited to see what sort of articles they turn in once this is all said and done. And then normally they don't let you upstairs, and that has not changed. Sorry, Lloyd. Regular visitors aren't allowed to visit the editorial section. It's nothing personal, I promise. Of course, my mistake. Sorry about that. She lies. I would say fake you-know-what, but that may get me flagged on YouTube these days. So the IBC is still there. I wonder if that's Lecter out there fishing or someone else. I'd like to use the science ceremony as an excuse to relax, but time is money, and being a businessman means money comes first. Azel is running late after hanging with his old pals. He's been working pretty hard lately, so I'll overlook it this time. Is Azel over here? Hey, it's you. Want the usual? Sorry, not this time. I was just stopping by on part of my patrol. So this is where that cookie fellow from the old Saber Vipers took up work, eh? This ramen stand always was popular. You become a regular here, Lloyd? Yeah, I didn't used to have enough time, but I've been swinging by a lot in the last few months. Roselle tells me that Guy used to be a regular too. I'm not one to pry into the past of my customers. Just can't help but remember another brown-haired detective you bear a striking resemblance to. And for the record, your usual flavor, type of noodle, oil, and even toppings match his nearly entirely. You don't say. Well, that's something. As if you need more ways to remind people of your brother. I'm surprised he actually remembers that. Just saying. Today is a landmark moment in Crossbell's history, which is precisely why it calls for heavy security. We expect both Erebonian and Calvardian nationals to attend the signing ceremony. There haven't been any signs of terrorist activity, fortunately, but that's no reason to let our guards down. My boy has improved quite a bit. At this rate, he'll be an even better Mishi than I've been. Now I can focus on just rehabilitating this darned hip of mine. Hey, could this guy be? Looks like the one Tio and I ran into the locker room a few years ago. Is something wrong, Lloyd? Sorry, it's nothing. You seem pretty deep in thought there. Having yourself a raunchy daydream? So real quick, if you want to see what that one is talking about, I'm pulling up my list here. That one was... Actually, I may not have uploaded this one yet. Yeah, I don't think I did.
Time to go.
So yeah, that video will be coming out in the
Look,
next few
even
days.
Mishy's celebrating with us.
I wonder if they staged some kind of Michelin event here for today.
Ooh, let's go say hi.
But yeah, I have like a week's worth of videos already recorded that I just haven't edited all of yet, so yeah, just heads up. Oh, is this just marking a fishing spot?
I bet we could fish here.
Do we even have a rod? Huh. Push X when the arrow is pointing at the bar. Size of the catch depends on where the arrow is pointing when you press the button. Bigger fish, the better odds it'll spit up. Oh.
A bite. This will be good.
Hold X to reel in the fish. Watch the fish let go of the button when needed. Hold too long, it breaks. If you don't hold it long enough, it escapes. When it gets angry, let go.
It's a nice catch.
Cossaging? Yep. So we got a lot of Mirage Sepith. It's just I don't have any more bait. Going to have the time of my life at the theme park. The fact that you can enjoy it even alone is what makes Michelin Wonderland so awesome. The theme park is great and all, but I'm looking forward to shopping at the Michelin Center. I'm going to have myself a shopping spree. I love Mishi, but Mecha Mishi is where it's at. I mean, who doesn't think mechs are cool? Mishider is such a cool name. My family's looking forward to one thing or another. Personally, I'm most excited for Restaurant Fortuna. I can't wait to sample their drink menu. Okay, so the quest they're talking about is called Theme Park Trouble. Let me see. I might actually have a number assigned to it already, even if it's not publicly available to watch. Nope. Okay, it's 25B. Get to go on a date to Michelin with my girlfriend on a special day like this. Couldn't be any happier. We're not tourists, but we couldn't pass up the opportunity to visit the theme park on a day like today. We're really gonna cut loose. Hello, the cruise ship is heading for Michelin Wonderland. The cruise ship heading for Michelin Wonderland will be departing soon. There'll be an encore of the post-signing ceremony show at the theme park as well. There'll also be a special daytime parade and fireworks, so it's sure to be a lot of fun. I hear today is a very special day. We'll be holding a mini-show after the ceremony, so be sure to stop by. Sounds like it'd be fun. It's been long since I've seen Mishi in the fur. It takes me back to the days of lonely housewives inviting me to Michelin for scandalous rendezvous. Even what you associate Mishi with is corrupt. You're the worst. Nothing could corrupt your fun when you're at Michelin Wonderland. Mishi is the consummate professional. So yeah, the geezer and his granddaughter aren't there. Huh. Well, it costs 3 times as much. Well, we better go make a withdrawal from the bank. Get a ski mask and a gun, people. We're doing this Chicago style. You kids are from the Triple S, aren't you? You're patrolling on a day like today. Thanks for everything that you do. This had been a Rhineford headquarters, but it'll soon be the new IBC building. The Vern Company from Calgary will also be establishing a branch here. Things will be livelier than ever. We'll have to see if Lanfei is here. Although with how they've written some of the Crossbell stuff, I genuinely would not be surprised if Maria Bell is still here. Okay, so they redid the place because the elevator used to be on that side. With ownership of the building now being transferred back to the IBC, the Rhineford Company will no longer be doing security. But you know, after living here for a while, I've become quite fond of Crossbell. I'm conflicted. I'm not sure if I want to quit so I can stay here or not. We'll talk to Agate and crew in a moment. I'm visiting the IBC today in hopes of negotiating a new business loan. I'm sure this continent's turmoil won't be calming me down anytime soon. I think I made the correct choice in starting a new business rather than build on past failures. I'm happy about Crossbell's independence, but I'll sure miss living here. Rhineford pulling out means I'll be transferred back to their corporate HQ in Ruhr, you see. Wish it didn't make me feel so blue. The Rhineford Company will be reducing its presence in Crossbell going forward, but that doesn't mean it's completely pulling out. I will continue being the receptionist here for one. Hey, Lanfei's back. Well, if it isn't the special support section, what brings you to the IBC today? Hey there, no special reason, Lanfei. Just noticed the countersign really does say IBC again. That it does. We had it changed just the other day. Ownership of the building has technically been under the IBCs again for some time now. We've had so many new businesses moving in that the actual construction has been stalled till things are more finalized. That's why you still see the RF logo all over the place. RF is Rhineford Factory. We're likely to see a lot of personnel changes as well. I'm back again, as you can see, so we just need to be patient. We hear about how chaotic it's been from Ellie. I'm sure it's causing you no shortage of headaches. Maybe, but all these changes are a sign that Crossbell is truly going to be independent. It's a happy headache. Here's hoping we'll be able to forge an excellent partnership with the Rhineford Company as the years go on. Hello there. Welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. You may already be aware of this, but IBC's stock price has been soaring in response to Crossbell's upcoming independence. You won't soon find a better time to invest your mirror than now, so I can promise you that much. So, you used to be able to buy trinkets there. Can we do stuff here or no? Welcome to the IBC main reception desk. I still can't believe I got my job back here. Every time I think about it, I catch myself grinning from ear to ear. So yeah, if you notice, you get a little bit more for cashing out here. Emphasis on a little bit, I should say. Kagemaru wallet, and that just gives speed. That's heartbreaking. Kagemaru is a ninja. She could be evasion too. I think it's a black cat. I don't know if it's part of Mishi's crew or not. Let's bite the bullet.
So you know, I'd like to look into revamping the overall frame for the next prototype.
I'm still intrigued by wanting to implement the Foundation's latest tech into it.
Sounds like it's gonna be a real head-scratcher, but that's half the fun.
We'll likely need the RF and Vern Company's cooperation to draft out the concept.
Absolutely. We plan to hammer out the finer details after the signing ceremony, so we can...
That whole conversation's going straight over my head.
I know that younger blonde-haired girl's from the Liberal Kingdom. Didn't realize she's in Crossbell. I don't know the other blonde in the lab coat, though.
Her mother, I think. Erica?
Whoa. The hell you doing here, Bannings? Haven't seen you since Shara and that idiot's wedding. Doing well? I know the ink ain't dried yet, but congrats on Crossbell's independence.
Thank you. And thanks again for being such a huge help with everything that went down in Erebonia. We saw each other briefly at the wedding, but it's nice to meet you. I'm Noel. And I'm Wazy. I've heard a little about you from Kevin. Graham, that is. I've heard a bit about you guys through the grapevine, too. You're rising up the ranks of the CGF, and you're a Dominion. Pleasure. Randolph's not hanging around anywhere, is he? Heard he quit his job at the branch campus. He's here, yeah. He came back to the Triple S. You two fought together during the railway guns incident in Ordis, didn't you? You know what he said when you saw me? Guess we redheads gotta stick together. It's true, Hollywood's out to get you guys. I like the guy, plus I owe him one since he was a good instructor to Tita. Your little girlfriend, right? I heard you were like siblings in the beginning, but now even national borders are... Not even national borders are enough to keep your hearts apart. Oh, really? Legit priest my ass. What the hell kind of BS is he spraying around the church? Just ignore what he said. As for us, we'll be in Crossbell for a few days. See if you can grab Randolph so we can go out for drinks. I'd be up for getting to know you guys in the Triple S better. Sounds great. I'll let you know when I'm free. Speaking of which,
Hey,
about...
Red! I don't remember saying you could slack off.
Oh, hello there.
Long time no see, Lloyd.
Yeah. Long time no see. And,
I thought I made it as clear as your face is stupid, Agate. The only reason I let you come is because Tita is in need of a research assistant. You've got a whole lot of nerve working that jaw with some other group in the middle of a meeting.
What do you expect? I don't know shit about what you're talking about. It'd be one thing if it was like the activation test we started off doing, or you wanted me to do some heavy lifting, but...
No excuses. That's one ding. 2 more and you're on the first flight back to Liberl. And I hope you love the outdoors, because your flight is going to be through my special Crossner catapult. Ha ha ha!
Was that the huge hunk of junk you made me carry all the way over here? What is your damage, woman?
Mom, stop! Can't you behave while we're in a whole other country?
No, you need to misbehave when you're in the other country because you have diplomatic immunity. Duh. Tio, who is she? She's the technical advisor at Zeiss Central Factory, Professor Erica Russell. Professor Albert Russell is her father, and she's just, a little obsessed with her daughter, Tita. Wow, so we threw all 3 of them out of their seats so we could sit there instead of, just taking the free couch? Man, these cops are rude. I thought the Chicago guys were bad, but damn. So you were discussing plans for the next oral gear, and this is the 4th generation, you said? Correct. With 3 and EXA now complete, we're more than ready for oral gear 4. Okay, I lost my screen there for a second. We've only just made our first prototype, though, so there's a chance the finished product won't be anything like we have now. I'll be meeting up with Elisa after the science ceremony to figure out the next step. Talks are going to involve how we plan to expand the orbital network, too. It's a much bigger deal than I realized. It's a huge deal, really. With so many parts to negotiate with, I doubt progress will be smooth. It won't, but I think major changes like Crossbell becoming independent will help inspire even more change. There's no better time than just after a bitter war to research new avenues into a brighter, more peaceful future. That's what I believe, at least. Makes sense to me. Well, here's hoping it all comes together. If you need our help during any part of it, you can come to us. I won't even hesitate. Might be saying among the contents next generation of top engineering minds with all their puzzling through, though. I'm sure they are. That's why I wanted to supervise and give them some input here and there. The day has finally come when my peerless princess has left the nest to start up a big venture like this with like-minded friends. I'm not sure whether to be happy about it or wallow in parental loneliness. Mom, just be happy for me. It won't be easy doing this and attaining Thor's, but I'm as determined as anybody to make it work. Besides, I'll have Agate to keep me from getting in the weeds, right, Agate? You know it. Whatever you need, whenever you need it, I'm always here for you, Tita. They really are super close. Though they don't seem to have the innocent friendship Kevin made them out to have. Nope, they make such a perfect couple, like it's second nature to them. Maybe they've just gotten closer since he last talked to them. Just you wait, Agate Krosner. You'll never have my stamp of approval. Better watch your back, because one of these days... maybe they should just stick to being innocent. Let's pretend we didn't notice anything. Lots of notes here. Sorry about that. Erica's always been this way. She's never going to let that kid leave the nest, I swear. I get the feeling they've already decided when to hold the science ceremony. Guess I can check it out in the monitors if it comes down to it. My apologies, I just received a call from the Foundation branch out in Reverie. It sounds important, so I should take this. Yes, from centers to the hospital? Not that I've heard. She's on her way to an academic conference. That's worrying. I wonder what's going on. Did you know that both the ZCF and the Vern Company now have offices in this building? Professor Russell has been acting as representative there for ZCF's main office. You don't say. The vibe in this building has changed a lot ever since the Reinford group reduced their presence. The The IBC sure is living up to being the international housing offices for the biggest manufacturers in Calvert and Laboral. It's pretty sweet the countries are working together again, isn't it? And the more engineers there are in the city, the less pressure on me. I get to mess around. Well, I don't think that was the intention. But it's true Crossbell's always been a large trade hub. Things are back to normal. With international tensions fading, lots more enterprises from abroad have their eyes on what's happening here again. Same goes for me. I came to Crossbell looking for assistance with the orbital gear. That reminds me, according to the latest report, it looks like there's room for improvement regarding the orbital gear's internal construction. I agree. I was thinking that we could up its mobility by tinkering with its energy efficiency. That's what we get for interrupting them during work. This conversation is going at 100 cells per minute, but it's still entertaining to see them in their element. Calling me intrigued, ZCF is innovative as it always been. I heard a lot about Professor Russell on the old grapevine. She is pretty famous in the continent's engineering circles. I think she would channel all that talent and know-how of hers into being an overbearing mom, too. Titi can be a real handful when you get her talking about machines and stuff. So I get it. She's just as bad as her mom. Maybe they're like that because they're both descendants of one of the 3 disciples. Guess you could say it runs in the family. That's right. That's what enables such fine control out of it. Not to mention... I'm gonna kill you, Red. How dare you sit next to my baby girl like that's just your special spot? Why, is something the matter? You happen to be wearing the most concerned expression for no reason. Am I? Really? You know, I continue to be amazed at how much the next generation of engineers has already accomplished. We're about to enter a new era, in politics and in technology. But as far as I can see, my daughter and her peers are as prepared as anyone could ever be to carve their own path in the midst of change. It's kind of wild how sensible she is when she's not being a mama bear. That's what makes her so entertaining. Okay, that's it for our business at the IBC. As much as I hate to say it, trying to do patrols in this game, it's gonna be a task, man. I don't remember if they actually do mark everything, or if they try to pull fast ones on you guys. Yeah, Hayway is over here now. That's a little confusing to me, but oh well. Why, it's a pleasure to see you, Triple S. My heartfelt congratulations on Crossbell regaining its independence. Though we may not hail from Crossbell, our history here is obviously long. We're as pleased as anyone to see this day come. Greetings, Special Support Section. I don't see Cow anywhere around. Is he not here? Correct, Master Cow is currently away on business. Crossbell's re-independence means that Hayway's branches and communications will have to be restructured. Master Shin has returned to the Republic with the Elder's blessings. Good to know Hayway has its hands full at the moment. Indeed, Senior reminds me that Master Shin has a message he would like you to pass along. To Ellie, of course, I imagine. I apologize I could not deliver this message in person, my dear Ellie. Congratulations on Crossbell's re-independence. It would bring me great pleasure to arrange a party in your and Crossbell's honor at a later date. That was all. I would appreciate it if you could pass the Master's message along to Miss McDowell when you can. That little guy is just as head over heels for her as ever. Thanks, Lau. I'll be sure to, let her know. I'm glad I could pass along Mr. Shin's message before the sign ceremony. Please give my regards to Miss McDowell. So out of curiosity, what is the Hayway building? Oh, you can't even get over to it, can you? Oh, Radio Trista. Right, I heard that Radio Trista took over this building after the Imperial Chronicle station left. Imperial Chronicle Radio was the name, I think. It was basically a propaganda machine. Can't say it had many fans. Radio Trista, on the other hand, has been genuinely popular. I'd imagine. I'd heard they're known for their radio dramas. They're newcomers to the game, but I can see them gaining a pretty loyal following. And at long last we have reached East Street. Door is locked. So normally there weren't doors here. Your first stop would be at Casey Apartments right there. Oh, how are you doing, Noelle? Having a fun day with the Triple S? Mom, please, I'm not having fun. I'm in the middle of patrol. Yes, I know. Just don't let the special day pass you by. You're part of why we can celebrate. You deserve to have a little bit of fun. I know you're on patrol right now, but don't forget to have some fun. I'll be throwing together a little feast with Serena and Fran today, so why not stop by then? Sounds tempting. I think I will if I can carve out the time. Sunita wants to grow up to be a stockbroker because of her dad. I'm not like her, though. The only guy I have to look up to is Azel. I can't really say anything, though, because I don't know if I can ever be as cool and dependable as him. He said it himself, things are only just beginning for him, so I have to at least try and not count myself out. My brother Azel took this morning off to spend time with a few of his old friends. I was a little concerned about him continuing to associate with his fellow former gang members, but apparently they all earn honest livings now. Looking back on it, maybe their gang stuff was just an extension of their rebellious phase growing up. And then the Seeker household is over here, but we can't get in. That's heartbreaking. So they added in a new door here that wasn't there before. 6 mailboxes. Okay, so Bond's family is still here. Things are finally on track with the stock brokerage I founded last year. If things continue to go well, we should be able to expand the scope of our operations if we want to. Personally, I'd rather just have some leeway and simply stay in my lane when it comes to work, so to speak. That's why I'm taking off today, to spend time with my family instead. We all pitched in to make breakfast as a family this morning. I didn't realize that we didn't used to do that very often back when we lived in our mansion in the residential district. Just goes to show that moving into this farm has been nothing but good for our family. Today I got to hold a knife and chop some vegetables. Father said I should hold vegetables like I'm a cat. I don't get what he meant at first. What does a cat have to do with it? But I saw how Maria's paws are curled up, it all made sense. I did a great job chopping after that. Poor cat deserves a champagne glass, you know? Can't get in this one either. That's odd. 3rd floor? There wasn't a 3rd floor before, so... Oh well. Now we know why Clarice is outside. I didn't feel like likewise myself during the Great War, so fired up about eating Calvert, I couldn't tell you why. I wonder if it was some kind of defense mechanism kicking to protect myself from trauma. When you start thinking about it that deep, though, you realize just how terrifying war is. It makes people lose it.
It's a madhouse around here.
I hear they're going to put on a big sale across the city once the signing's over.
That sounds fun. Maybe I'll snag some souvenirs for my coworkers.
I can't tell you when I last felt so refreshed. We were a province for so long that us becoming independent again doesn't feel real. Don't pinch me because I'm not ready to wake up. That's him again. Business Owner Association. So this used to be where you could buy the pinwheels. I believe Roy worked there, didn't he? So Crossbell's finally about to be regained its independence, huh? Seeing old Moors get emotional about the old days, I can't help but feel fired up about the significance of today, too. You feel on fire, big brother? That's bad. You should put it out before it hurts you. No, not literally. Fired up is an expression. It basically means to feel passionate about something, excited. Oh, now I get it. Thanks, Roy. You know, I felt fired up when the big war ended. I was so scared. I heard you would have had to go somewhere dangerous if it kept going. I didn't realize that was on your mind. I'm sorry, Mei Ling. You must have been worried sick about me. That's okay. It's all in the past now. It's impressive how much Mei Ling understands these days. She's so perceptive. Mom says you're so much more helpful now that you're not a freeloader anymore. Right, thanks for the reminder. Although she's not wrong, I'm glad to be working these days to make myself useful. Kagemaru strap. This only gives 2 speed. So I'm suspecting there's a Kagemaru thing over at 9 Volley, but we're gonna have to see. Roy, what's the matter? Nothing. Big Bro's just shedding a silent tear to see how much you've grown. Here's Moore's. It's been 73 years since Crossbell State was founded, with Erebony and Calvert both claiming stakes in it. Happened right around the time when I was born, as a matter of fact. In many ways, you could say that I've lived and grown alongside Crossbell. To see it regain its independence is extraordinary. And unlike the previous struggle, this time we have the backing of Arteria, just like Lamont and Orid. I truly cannot begin to describe how I feel today. Welcome. Come on in and check out what we got in stock today. I wasn't away from the shop for long, but Edna, she's coming to her own as a merchant, I tell you. The way she calls out to customers, her eye for quality veggies, and even her haggling is top-notch. Melon Pecky. I'm just doing it at this point. Come on down. Our sales are so low in celebration of today's science ceremony, we're about to bleed to the red. Look at what we've got on sale. We got Crossbell and grown, Erebonian grown. Hell, we even got stock straight from Orid. What do you think fresh? You better think us. And when you're out of your veggie-loving mind, if you pass up on our selection. I wanted to visit Crossbell for the science ceremony, but I'm in love with the East Street they have here. Makes me want to visit Calvert's Eastern Quarter to see how similar it is. Door is locked. Well, wonder what this place is that has a gauntlet outside. Let's go inside and see what we find.
Well, look who it is. Welcome to the Crossbell branch of the Bracer Guild.
It's good to see you looking so well, Michelle. Is Kia here?
She is indeed. The little princesses are both over there.
Oh, hey, Lloyd! Hello. It's good to see you again.
Likewise. You look well, Shizuku.
Aw, thank you. So do all of you. I may have had to leave Crossbell for quite a while, but it's lovely to be back.
You've really grown since I last saw you.
Ario said you take shelter in Reverie, right?
Yes, that was just before warrants were issued for him and all of you. I still feel awful about how easy I had it, relatively speaking, when times were so hard for everyone.
You've got nothing to feel bad about. The letters you sent us really kept us motivated when things felt bleak.
Yeah, it's like you were right there cheering us all on. So be happy, okay? I know we're extra happy to be able to see you again. Aw. I feel the same.
Oh, my heart's about to burst.
It's been a hard 2 years, but moments like this make it all feel worth it.
We couldn't agree more.
Oh, hey there. Perfect timing.
Welcome back, Father.
Thank you, Shizuku. And Michelle, we're reporting in.
And we're all the better for it. I take it you wrapped up all the work that needed to be done outside the city. Yep, the monsters are slain, the jobs under Mork and Mains and St. Ursula are done. It all took longer than we were hoping, but now we should be able to focus on the ceremony. Guess you must have left early in the morning to get it all done. You really are all hard workers, that's amazing. We're just doing our jobs, although I am a little tired. But it's nothing but a love from Kia and Shizuku won't fix. What? I've got plenty to spare, will a hug do? Will it ever? Report first, hugging later. Yeah, we've got a lot of paperwork to do. We'll see you all later, everyone. No, don't take me away from my darlings! That really is a card, I tell you. Takes one to know one. Anyway, thank you for all your effort, Arios. I'm so glad the guild was able to get back to work again. I can say the same to you and the Triple S. It does feel like a long time since the guild was able to operate here. I believe the situation started changing for the better elsewhere, too. Sure has, nor is that more obvious than in Erebonia, where the government crackdown is finally at an end. The guild started sending personnel from the surrounding areas there in an effort to rebuild their presence in the region. There's a lot of good news coming out of the Republic, too. Like the rumor that somebody might be about to unseat the Purple Lightning for the title of youngest A-rank Bracer. There's talk that my Master of the Immovable has been recommended for S-rank too. Talk about moving and shaking. S is the unofficial rank given only to a handful of the continent's most capable Bracers, right? Very impressive. I'm glad the future started looking brighter for you all. We're still woefully understaffed, though. We don't even have Wenzel's help anymore now that he's been roped into helping over in the Empire. Don't worry, we'll back you up to the best of our abilities. We want you to have as much time as possible to be a good dad. Alright, you're a dad now. Congratulations, Scott. Thanks for the well wishes, everyone. The birth wasn't long after Crossbell was liberated, but you're right, I can't let my wife or our kid down. Hope you'll be able to share some wisdom in being a good father with me, Arios. Not sure I'd advise using me as a parenting role model. Putting that aside, it's clear that the real test for Crossbell is yet to come. Given the unspeakable crimes I committed 2 years ago, I'm not sure how much of a part I deserve to play in any of it. Oh, Father. I figured you wouldn't be able to forget everything so easily. After all you've done ever since to help us become independent and free, surely you've earned a second chance. There is precedent for sure. There was a coup-relinger liberal pardoned for his help in fighting off terrorists. That was Alan Richard, if you don't remember, in Sky. Of course, given the kind of man you are, I realize it's not simple for you to reconcile what you've done.
Let's do what we can together, Father. I know you aren't ready to forgive yourself, but until that day comes, I want to be the shoulder you can lean on. You've always been so supportive of me, so I just know there's nothing we can't face so long as we face it together.
Shizuku.
We'll do all we can do too!
Of course. We'll always be honored to count you among our allies, Arios. We're all charged with protecting the people of Crossbell. So let's do that. For them, and for Guy.
The CGF will be right there with you too. We're all united in wanting what's best for Crossbell.
We've all just got to do our jobs the best we can, and everything else will fall into place.
Perhaps you're right. You really have grown strong, Shizuku. I almost mistook you for your mother for a second.
Oh. I'm happy to hear that.
I can see the Triple S has grown more dependable than I ever could have imagined back when you all started. If you ever need something, you hit up your old pal Michelle, you hear me? I've got your back if you got mine like old times. Thanks, Michelle. We'd be honored to have the guild's support. So, a few profiles there. We can't examine the board to see who was assigned where for that day. Hearing my daughter made it clear to me that I needed to work that much harder on myself. I don't know what the right thing to do is as her father, but whatever that turns out to be, I'll see that brings no shame to her. Ideally in a similar way to how you honored Guy's will by shining your willful light upon the darkness of this land, Lloyd. Arios. You're being too hard on yourself if you ask me, but don't let my opinion stop you. Perhaps my efforts have been bearing fruit. As thorough as I've been both inside and outside the city these past few weeks, I've seen no signs of the society at work. I think we can lay rest any concerns that they may be operating within the shadows. Even so, I'll continue to keep up my watch so that the signing ceremony may proceed without issue. I trust you to do the same. You offer a valuable perspective as a detective. Your investigative input is always welcome with me. I swear I won't let you down, Arios. Hey, Shizuku, want to explore the city together before the signing ceremony? Lots of stuff has changed since you moved, so there's a bunch of places I want to show you. Sure, sounds like fun. I haven't seen much of the city ever since you restored my eyesight and I moved to Reverie. But we did talk about Crossbell a lot in my Sunday school class there. I can't wait to see more of the city with my own two eyes. Sounds like you two are going to have a lot of fun. Just remember the city's crowded today, so be careful. Yep, we will be. Good luck with work, guys. If I can do anything to help, let me know, and I'll come running to give you my support. I don't know if we would really be of any use, but I echo Kia's sentiments. Thanks, you two. The moral support is more than enough. I'm glad we made it home in time to attend the signing ceremony. It's so good to be reunited with Kia. Hey, Noelle, Wazy, let's catch up later after the ceremony. And stop by the Triple S building later when you have the time. I kept your rooms all nice and tidy just like you left them. Guild branches all over the continent are getting their butts in gear. The Crossbell branch has always been an important communications post that a lot of international bracers use. Stick around long enough and you may just see some of them come through the doors again, sweetie. Okay, I think we've been on break long enough. Let's get back to patrolling the city. But I want to hang out with Kia and the others some more. You'll have plenty of time for that later. Still and Shasho might be in town to help, but we've still got plenty of work to do. She makes a good point. A lot of people are visiting the city in general, so that means more work for us. Let's knock out as much of it as we can so we have a little free time to enjoy the signing ceremony like everyone else. I guess so. Actually, I was thinking we should check out the spots where there have been pickpocketing cases before. We might find it happening again. We can drop in and say hi to Pearl while we're at it. Might be nice. She did come into town with me today. Oh, is she visiting her old co-workers at the Times department store? Should have said so sooner. Of course we want to see your baby. It's good to see them so happy and relaxed, even with the heavy workload today. Think we should follow their lead. Let's keep patrolling at our pace. Okay, I'm gonna go now that I got my daily dose of vitamin Cute. Time to knock this last patrol out. I'll be back for another hug after the signing ceremony is over. Maybe we can find Tio. My wife Pearl used to work at the Times department store in Central Square. She chose to leave work after we got married so we could start a family. I would do anything to keep my family safe and happy. Aelia can be somewhat of a loose cannon at times, but she pulls through in accounts. As for Scott, he's been on his A-game ever since he became a father. I don't want my peers to leave me in the dust. I've got a lot of work to do to pull my weight. We can't go upstairs. Fish, come get your fish. We've got delicious, succulent, juicy fish from any place you can spell. Okay, I just mean like a variety. Reverie, Erebonia, Calvert, you spell it, we got it. You want fresh? You want fish straight from the Empire's Ordis. If you want fatty, though, it can't get much fatter than the fish of the Northern Sea off the coast of dry Northumbria. They're pricey, not gonna lie to you, but I can guarantee the taste is like nothing you've ever had. So there's the salmon pecky. I'm gonna be a little upset if 9 Volley doesn't actually take any of this crap. Oh, it's you, still on the clock today, huh? Even I know how to cut loose and enjoy something like this. I've seen lots of countries and provinces rise to power and fall during my time, but a state being swallowed up by a major power and then managing to regain its independence? Now that's rare. You kids are stubborn as hell, you know that? We'll take that as a compliment. Though it's always been hard to tell with you, Ashley. So is Jingo still in Erebonia? Yep, she comes back on occasion, but she's on business in the capital right now. Sounds like she's got the tail of something pretty interesting, but she won't let me in on the details yet. That daughter of mine really has left the nest. You don't say. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little concerned. She can probably take care of herself, but I'll admit I'm pretty curious too. But you'll have to go to Reen's story to find out. So at the exchange shop you can trade items for other items. And some of your missables will appear here in the bargain bin, so it's a little merciful at times. So they mention the items on offer change every time you enter the shop. You have a chance to get some missable stuff. Feel free to have a look around while you're here. Maybe pick up a rocket launcher or two. That'd go great with the celebration. I think I'll pass. So fishing bait, you can see we have to trade U materials for them. We can trade some reviving bombs for some celestial bombs. Yeah, I don't think an EP charged one's really anything to write home about. So here we go. You have the acerbic tomato shake, which we can buy downtown. Cosmic cluster ice cream we saw. I don't know about the vanilla yubeshi or the midnight fizz. Midnight fizz might have been in the Grand Bar and I just didn't notice it. So I don't recognize any of those. Yeah, I don't. But all those peckies I got could give me a stupid pecky badge for 2000 HP. You can see the Kagemaru badge, which... Huh, we need Shio Ramen. The dragon... Oh, yeah, so... I'm hoping these aren't missable because I just don't have the money for all these yet. So we have the Mishi tail, but we need the coin badge and music box. 300 strength, adds 5 delay. For this one we have the Machette ribbon. 1000 EP, 300 arts, double break damage. And Mishiter, we have 2 of these pieces. It's defensive and it has boosted item drop rate, so this is kind of garbage in my opinion. And the Grand Pecky plushie. So we have to get the Pecky plushie, which isn't here, but we have the badge at the very least. 25,000 hit points. I don't know if the Midnight Blue Gun is for sale here, but it gives you no defense, but you can evade. Compared to this one, that gives you... Wow. So I have a feeling you're just not able to get this one yet, because that would be game-breaking. 30 speed? That'd be like a 50% increase for where I'm supposed to be at this stage. So you have the True Awakening headband. Evasion and crit prevents you from falling asleep. See, I admit some of these overhaul things were much needed. Seal, that is the correct one. This is the correct one because they used to be backwards, where the physical thing prevented mute, and I think the caster thing prevented seal or something like that. So it prevents blind and also gives you a lot of accuracy. I can understand that one. So defensive prevents petrify and makes you speedy. 8 evasion, a lot of strength. Check it out, you need 120 EU materials to make that. This is handy for just being a better caster. So that one's kind of nasty. It makes you a better caster and hitter, but most importantly, faster. Okay, so the 0-hour puppet takes 160 U materials and it breaks after use. Yeah, says Deep Ochre and Pure Deep both break. So we have the Still Blue and then the Pure Still Blue, which has a 75% reduction. Check that out, you need 800 U materials. Wow! Makes me wonder if you're able to just buy the things. Double break damage. That's not nearly as game-breaking as the Pure Still Blue. This one's 15% evasion, 50% magic evasion, 24 speed. Grail Locket So, balance down 50% for one turn. Is that a debuff, or, like, are you just... I don't know. Check it out, 999 U materials, and it takes 2 Grail Lockets, although we can get the Grail Locket by using 2 of the others. And then you have the Loa, which is... Okay. So, is the physical one, and Loa is the caster one. Critical rate of arts, 20%, reduced cast time. So, you can combine the Grail Locket Loa with the Pure Still Blue. You don't even have to worry about the stats effects because the Grail Locket will cover that. 500 arts. That's insane. So you get a total of 800 art power and the EP cost reduction, faster casting, and crit magic. True Gladiator Headband, boosted CP gains. So yeah, you get 6 per turn, so-so. Some of this stuff is kind of crazy. Anyway, Earth Bell. This makes it so you can cast more quickly after casting Earth spells, Water Bells for water spells, and so on and such. You have Genbu, which is my preferred Earth Quartz, with the 25% chance of poison or petrify. You can see Effort boosts the chance of getting a Superb Dish and also gives the Thalos spell. Now, the bells actually had something better that they built into, but I don't remember what it was. So, Prankster is for better Peculiar. Luck, boosted item drop rate, but the only reason I'd want to use this is for the stats, because as long as you're able to break stuff, you don't have to worry. Check the bargain bin. Beast Flesh. Okay. Well, we finally got to 9 Volley, but now we need to go to the important spot. And I'm talking about this. Are they voiced? Well, 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 if it isn't Lloyd Bannings in the flesh. Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day indeed. I take you AAA folks around patrol around town. Hope you're not getting any grief on a day like today. It's been smooth sailing here, I'm happy to report, and I see you've got the whole branch here today. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten you were part of a fishing guild, Lloyd. I mean, I joined as a matter of circumstance, so I wouldn't consider it a big deal. Oh, come now, there's no need to be so modest. Lloyd's a divine angler, the pinnacle of fishing every fisherman aspires to. And there's nowhere for him to go but up. We can't wait to see what sort of biggins you reel in next. Your own popularity precedes you no matter where you go. Lloyd. Never asked for this. But hey, being popular is often a boon for investigation, so I guess this is just a fact of life for me now. Have you heard, Lloyd? The Lake Lord Company over in Erebonia recently bolstered their lineup. They even kind enough to provide us some free samples of their new products. Seems we need someone to put them through their paces anyway. Why don't you go ahead and take them? Here. So we get a custom rod, some delicious bait, even though that looks like a fishing rod, and 5 bait. I figured your fishing notebook was probably getting full of logs, so I thought, heck, might as well while I'm at it. Sometimes it can do well to start fresh, you know? I hear you, thanks, Certain. I think I'll do just that. Are you sure I can have this new rod and bait, though? It's awfully generous of you. Of course I'm sure. I know you get a lot of use out of it, besides. We're all eager to see what kind of critters you catch. I know you're plenty busy with your work and all, but don't forget to kick your feet up every now and then, yeah? Yeah, what he said. We should go fishing together again sometime, you hear? Absolutely. Whatever time works for you, we'd be happy to tag along. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. In that case, I'm excited to see what this rod is capable of. So now we have the fishing notebook. And we already caught a fish, so you know a little bit about it. So... they mention you can do it by character. I think you get CP back if you catch something. It's just, I wonder how C's group is with the fishing thing. Are they allowed to, or is it just set up so that they don't? And then does each group have their own fishing notebook, or how's that work? Anyway, we cannot go upstairs. Is there any better way to celebrate today than by reeling in some rare catches? Well, if there is, I sure haven't found it. Time to get out there and catch us some fond memories. The whole gang is planning to go fishing to celebrate Crossbell's independence. We're gonna catch as much as we can until sunset and then have a big feast with whoever we manage to reel in. It'd be great if you could make it, Lloyd. We'll save you a plate. That does sound good. I might have to sneak away for a bite later then. Leave it to fishermen to celebrate a historic day like this the only way they know how. Only now does it really hit home, and I feel myself getting emotional. When Copeland got drafted for the war, I was so scared of what might happen to him. Now we're all back together fishing like the good old days, and I couldn't be happier. We got a letter from Lake Lord II earlier, congratulating Crossbell on its renewed independence. It's amazing to think how the chaos of war somehow managed to bring both sides closer together. Funny how that works. We may hail from different countries, but we all share a love of fishing, a passion that will surely make our bonds unbreakable. If you don't remember, Lake Lord took over the guild in, Azure. So yeah, you can buy bait for 400 each. We can trade the Cossagene for an S tablet. That's worthless. So these are the only things I'd say are worth getting. Maybe that one. And it's my nemesis of all things. Oh, there's the Jizo. An Eastern Jizo is enshrined here. I don't know if we can leave tribute dishes or whatever it's called for it here. So this is Moore's house, but we're not able to go in, so hopefully his wife's doing okay. So that's the East Crossbell Highway. They didn't do a good job of telling you that. Moose and, what's the other dude's name? Roos and Puck. I don't know what to do. Why doesn't anyone buy my vanilla Ubeshi? I guess sales across the board took a dip after the Airboyans left the revamped downtown district, but where are the Crossbellans? What if people just aren't willing to buy it at a regular price because I've been putting it on sale so often? Or what if the taste is just a passing fan and they're just sick of it? Come on, Roos. Why are you being so negative? That won't help anything. I'll say it now. Vanilla Ubeshi will rise again. Vanilla Ubeshi is an Eastern sweet that sold for us before the war, but now, not so much. It was cheaper when it sold better, too. But now it's gone up in price. Running a business never gets any easier. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that, because I think we need to buy a recipe here. It's a hunch. Let's see if my hunch is right. Holy crap, that's a lot of people. Aw man, we got roped in. Okay, I was expecting that to be voiced. But anyway, that's the Saber Vipers and the Testaments from the look of it all together. Or maybe just the Saber Vipers, I can't tell. Surprisingly lively in here for it not even being lunchtime yet. I see the drinks are already starting to flow too. Well, it is a day for celebration. I think people can be forgiven. Wait, is that who I think it is? 3 cheers for independence. Cheers! No booze for me, sorry. That's the Civic Center life, huh? Who'd have thought that's where little old Dina would end up working? So Azel was a Testament. The others so far have been Saber Vipers. Vise was a Testament. Hey, people can always change if they put their minds to it. Damn right, and we're living proof. Liang was a Testament. Even if one of us changed way more than anyone else, I mean, just look at him.
Ah. Different day, same BS for you guys.
Everyone having fun over there?
Hey, it's Wazzy! I thought you said you were busy. We'd given up on you showing your mug.
But here you are with a side of the SSS and a Guardian Force chick.
I should have known you'd be the loud ones in here.
It's funny seeing former gang members having a good, clean time like this. Especially...
It's the glasses, I tell you.
Hey there, Bannings. Can't even take it easy on a day we're supposed to be taking it easy, huh?
If only. This is my job, like it or not. Well, it's good to see you again, Bald. You're looking well. I mean, I thank you for helping liberate the city last month. Don't sweat it, I was just doing my job, same as you. You and the CGF chick done with your business at the cathedral, Wazy? Yeah, Scarlet happily volunteered to handle things in our place. Happy is going a bit far. More like she realized that doing it herself was going to be easier than leaving it to you. I figured as much. I'm really coming to appreciate just how hard Abbas had it with this guy. Hey now, I'm only like this with people I trust. I'm so lucky to have so many good people to depend on. I could just kiss you all. I feel like my brain needs a shower now. You want to share with the class what you keep staring at, Bannings? Sorry, it's just... I remember hearing your eyesight wasn't what it used to be during last month's operation, but... Still not quite used to seeing you with glasses on. Oh, we totally get you. We're still in the same boat. Glasses are meant to make you look smart, but this guy wearing them is like putting lipstick on a pig. Seriously, you can tell he's the same wild Vol deep down. Yeah, you gotta ditch the specs, bro. You ain't pulling them off. Can it already. I don't give a shit whether they suit me or not. These are proof that I fell as low as a guy could go and climb right back up again. Man's gotta have his pride, and a real man ain't gonna lose it just because a couple of chuckleheads are sneering at him. Who says chucklehead anymore? Can't argue with that. Damn, that sounded cool. Spoken like the Vald we all know and love. I'm proud of you too. You beat all the after effects of that drug, and you spent 2 years studying so hard you let it eat into your sleep. And now you and Scarlet can even stand in for Abbas' squires. You should hold your head high after all you've done. But the glasses still don't suit you, sorry. You were so close to not sounding like a dick. So close. But just you wait. Dominion or not, I'm going to become stronger than you one day. Mark my words. I ain't taking back that promise I made when I started my training. I'll be waiting. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I'll be waiting. They get along a lot better these days, huh? Yeah, they were always kind of similar, but it sure seems like they've changed a lot for better these past few years. It's hard to believe how different Vald is in particular. But man, Vald hitting the book so hard he ain't got time to sleep, that's crazy talk. It's hard for me to picture too. It's a real badass move for him, but I'm guessing pigs have been flying in Arteria for a while now. You guys need to shut your damn traps before I make you shut them. Ever since the war ended, we've been getting more and more to work taking stuff over to Calvert. Business has been booming all in all. Rowdy crowds can be harder to serve, but it's nice to see the city so fired up about something. Oh, and Arkansas has been rehearsing night and day for tonight's big show too. Maybe I should bring over a few pork buns for Risha and her castmates to enjoy. Damn, it's been so long since we've all gotten together like this. It's great you stop by from the stand from time to time, but I never thought it'd be this hard for us to all get the same day off. For sure, I've been up to my eyes in work ever since it was decided the ceremony was happening. It's never a dull moment when you're a minor. I bet. You know, back in the day, I never dreamed we'd all end up with proper jobs like this. Feels like forever ago we were just sitting around wasted at Ignis. Sure does, but even if a lot's happened since then, I still don't regret the time we spent there. We really had some fun. You were the door boy, dude. Do you not remember that? Which is why it's so sad the place is gone now. Would have been nice if it could have kept existing as a music venue, like how the Testaments still have their old haunt. Come on, don't look so glum, bro. Our haunt might be gone, but our bonds are eternal. Hell yeah. Hear, hear. No matter how many years pass or how our careers change, it's not going to change our bond or the time we spent together. Yeah, you're right. Get out of the way, Shanshan. The Vipers' bond are eternal. Woohoo! But now the Testaments are new bros, too. Thinking about it, we're all really lucky to have made it through the war in one piece. I know Luganov was sent to work in the mines. But you were actually conscripted and sent out to fight, right, Hazel? Sure was. Fortunately, I didn't end up on the front lines, but I'm in no hurry to go through that again, that's for sure. Liang and Weiss, you guys managed to escape conscription and just work in a bar, right? Yeah, we worked at a place in the Uptown District for Imperial soldiers. That was what gave us the funds to revamp Trinity. Keynes is off studying abroad, but he helped us out too. Man, thinking about those days just makes me realize how good it is to have peace again. 3 cheers for independence. But Wazy, you gotta bring Abbas next time we have a get-together. I miss playing billiards and darts together. I want to get his feedback on the cocktails we made too. Oh, and that sister with the eye patch would be more than welcome to join. I think Abbas really wanted to come, to be honest. I'll try asking. It'd be cool to get some others from the church like Kevin to come along too. But Wazy, you gotta bring Abbas next time we have a get-together. I miss playing billiards and darts together. Want to get his feedback on the cocktails? Okay, so all 3 of them are linked. Luganov seems even cheerier than usual today, which is great and all, but all his shouting is doing a number on my ears. We're still missing some people like Jed and, who's the other one? Koki? No, this is Koki. Yeah, CGF chick, you should really stop by our stall sometime. I'll treat you to some top-notch char siu? I don't know what that is. for the amazing strength you showed a while back. That's one way to describe what happened, but thanks. Well, that has me curious. These clowns are never gonna let up. I can't catch a break. Whatever, it's still good to see him again. Been a while since we threw back a few cold ones together. You three try to have some fun today. We're supposed to be celebrating, so stop being workaholics for once. Don't worry, we'll cut loose a little after the ceremony is over. Bald really has mellowed out since back in the day. He's even on good terms with his old friends. I'm happy for him. Well, there's some context you're missing. He patched things up with the boys the other day, actually. He and I had a little scrape for old time's sake, but a certain someone had to interrupt before things got spicy. Wazy, you don't need to bring that up now of all times. Now I'm sad I missed it. Sounds like the two of you had an interesting day. Yep. Today we got the guys who used to make up the downtown district's Testaments and Saber Vipers here. Back in the day they were always picking fights and causing trouble, but look at them now. Just goes to show that people really can't change if they want to. Huh. Yeah. So we found the Dragon Fried Rice, if nothing else. Those old delinquents sure are happy about getting together for the first time in ages. I don't want to rain on their parade. This is their day to celebrate. But if they cross me, I'll burn their tongues off the demonic mala 1,000 times spicier than usual. You tell them. Oh, we have someone in here. I came here after seeing the place mentioned in a guidebook, but this is the real deal. It's like I'm back in the Eastern Quarter again, and I say that as a Calvardian. Okay, the moment of truth, boys. Should mention, there's... I'm nervous about having to do a patrol here. Aw, man. Downtown was renamed Uptown. It's supposed they intend to make room for all the Imperials moving after the occupation. A bunch of their officers were living there. They mostly moved back to Erebonian now, so it has a ton of vacancies, which is why the Metropolitan Division is always making rounds there. I think it's safe to leave patrolling to them. Aw, man. The good news, though, is 9 Valley is out here. We cannot go to Trinity, sadly. And we can walk. It's literally right there. And what we save for last. Wow, it's looking real spiffy now. Yep, they hung that sign in a spot where no one can see it. It warms my heart seeing this place again. When did the sign get put back up, though? After we repossessed the building from the Imperial Army, everyone in the city pulled together to help us return it back to the way it was before. I had no idea. You're all so loved. Hard to believe they used to call you bargain bin bracers. All that means to me is we worked hard enough to win them over, and you guys were a big part of making that happen. Looking up at this building makes it all feel real. We're really home. Can't blame with how nice and cozy it is. It's like our second home. Exactly. And since we're here, why not drop in and say hello? Chief should be in, so yeah, why not? No one's in the kitchen. Someone's with Sergei.
Strolling through here makes me feel like I'm back on the job with you.
It feels like it was just yesterday, huh? I bet the rooms haven't even changed.
Both your rooms are still the way you left them. Why not check them out and see?
So here's Lloyd's. He has the weights. He doesn't have his plane anymore that we bought. I assume that's supposed to be his brother's coat. Although I guess by now that might have been his starting coat and he just grew out of it. Here's Randy's room. Still has the jukebox and the pinups. He does not have the... Hey, he still has the surfboard we picked him up. But he doesn't have the Ilya poster anywhere. Where's the... Nope, that's not Ilya. Wazy's room. It does not look like a nightclub, so I'm disappointed. And Sergei's room. That's the back door, by the way. I don't know if we can unlock it here or not. Alright, now we can exit toward West Street again. Here's Ellie's room. Yeah, I don't remember what all we bought her. I know there was the music box, but I can't remember anything else. Tio's room. So this one used to have more plushies and stuff, but we at least have Gold Mishy. That's one extravagant Mishy figure. Talk about making an impression. It's supposed to be pretty rare. Tio said one of her contacts was able to get it for her. She's really fond of it. Thought she might grow out of Mishy by now, but some things never change. Be a shame if someone took it. Wazy. So we have Mishy toppled over, Michette. I don't know if that's Mishiner, or what the evil Mishy is, or what the gold Mishy is. I don't know. Noelle's room. What's with all the bags? This looks more like a closet than a bedroom. And hey, her teddy bear's here. And Kia's room. Let's see if it has all the plushes. So if you don't remember, she can wear that as a costume. They probably won't let you see it in this game, though. Otherwise, we have Mishy, the Shining Palm, a regular palm, a teddy bear up there on the shelf. Trying to see that board. I can't make out what it says, though. Yeah, I can't read it. Oh well. And then we have the roof where the cat used to hang out. So they actually make you go through a loading screen here. Then again, I guess they actually do load the outside area. That's kind of weird. Oh well. Free camera and all that, you know? So let's see if it's Sergei and Sonia. Didn't go down far enough. Huh, how did I know?
Oi, hitting the pavement with Noelle and Wazi, huh? How goes the patrol?
So far, so good, Chief. And hello, Commander?
I didn't realize you'd be here when we stopped by.
Well, surprise. I had some business to attend to here. You're assisting the SSS, then? Security detail has mostly been handled, so I don't suppose that's a problem. Is it just me, though, or are you more gung-ho with their business than with the CGF's?
Is that how it seems? I've never really thought about it before. Well, if you'd like, I could arrange to have you temporarily transferred to the Triple S again. You really mean it? Wait, hold on. Sure, the Triple S is special to me, but I'm fully committed to the CGF. You know that, Commander. Of course I do. I was only teasing. Try not to bully the youngsters too much. I'd say you're the naughty one here, Chief, having a secret little rendezvous with the Commander while the kids are away? I mean, I know you two divorced years ago, but some flames are too hard to extinguish, aren't they? Knock it off, Wazy. We shouldn't be prying into their private lives. Yeah, that's none of our business, though I've been dying to know. Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm here for business, not pleasure. We were just discussing some of the details surrounding the science ceremony's security. You've got enough on your plate. You didn't have to come all the way here, you know. Is that consideration I hear, or are you simply bitter I interrupted your quiet time? Would you rather be smoking the day away? Having faith in your subordinates is all well and good, but every great leader knows there are times when you must lead by example. Now listen here, lady, don't call me lady. You're not getting any younger, Sergei. Isn't it about time you finally quit that smoking habit of yours? It will only... I get it already, damn. Stop busting my balls, Sonia. That was awesome. Sorry, Chief, but she has got you whipped. So now we just need to start making chicken noises when he's in the other room. By the way, has our runaway member shown up at all? Nope, right not. I had hoped he would by now. I'd have called you and Tio back here in an instant. That's a shame. It's been too long. You could at least make it back for the science ceremony. Who are you talking about? Wait, is this about Zeit? Yeah, he showed up to help during the operation last month, but disappeared again as soon as it ended. Tio and Kia really miss him. Wish we had any idea where he went. Well, he is still a holy beast at the end of the day. It's only natural he wouldn't want to get his paws dirty in mankind's business. Maybe seeing it to it that Crossbell was liberated was his final mission. Not that's any of my business what he does. I don't think the A-lady upstairs has any rules regarding whether he has to be a stranger. I'd hope not. Zeit is still a registered police dog. He belongs with the Triple S. I'm sure we'll see him again someday. Yeah, me too. Well, if he does show his mug around here, I'll give you a call. Don't let it bother you too much, though. There's still plenty of work to do around the ceremony and all. Given the circumstances, the police were put in charge of security for today. The CGF will have units stationed throughout the city to provide support, but you would be wise to keep your guards up. Roger that. We will. There's nothing our two departments can't do when we work together. Okay, so that is everything. We got Sergei and Sonia added. Today's science ceremony is something every Crossbell has been waiting for. Now we have to see that it goes smoothly. There will be time for sentimentality later. Let's put our attention on maintaining security and ending today quietly, shall we? We'll be around here until security assigned to the ceremony is in position. You're all free to spend the time leading up to the ceremony how you see fit. You know where to find me if you need me. Sure as I'll hope everything goes off without a hitch today, knock on wood. We're all due to catch a break by now. I think that's yours, Lloyd. Yeah, I wonder who it's from.
Dudley speaking. How goes your patrol, Bannings?
All good, we're just finishing up our rounds, actually. Nothing out of the ordinary to report for now. Good, perfect timing. In that case, I have something for you to do. There's something I want you to check at the old law firm on West Street. That place? Did something happen? Shouldn't Pete be there helping with the move? Yes, he's the one who called it in. He reported hearing monsters underneath the building. Right, the building has another entrance to the geofront connected to it. Leads to the S2 area of the Beast Sector. Class 7 used that entrance last year. Could be nothing, but we should play it safe with the science ceremony so close. I also realize we're all busy right now. However, the Triple S is a perfect fit for a check like this. No, you're right. We'll head there right away. Great, but if you need more time to finish what you're doing, then that's fine too. Thanks for the cover, Bannings. You heard the man. We got an old-fashioned sport request on our hands. Oh boy, still being saddled with busy work, are we? Talk about a blast from the past. So, that old law firm has a monster infestation on its hands. Should still be some time to take care of it before the science ceremony. I'm all for covering our bases before the ceremony begins too. Let's go speak with Pete once we're ready. But that, folks, will be a different video. We've completed the patrol. It's taken us over 3 hours, I believe, so that was it was a record. And what's worse is I can't even pull it up. So I want to show the map to just tell you, like, we did not go up to Mainz, we did not go to Armorica or either gate, we did not go to the police academy, we did not go to St. Ursula. Things are going to be rough, folks. Okay. So splicing in, I completely forgot about Station Street, which is like the norm. But otherwise, we have the geofront entrance here, which I imagine is locked. With the post-war cleanup making progress, the transcontinental railroads come alive again. And now that Crossbell's regained its independence, you can bet it's going to play a part in its expansion. And get this, a special train with a plate commemorating Crossbell's independence is going to be running by today. I actually got a brand new orbital camera, especially for this occasion. As a train superfan, it's my sacred duty to take the best photo humanly possible.
Nice to see the transcontinental railroads open back up.
With all eyes across the continent on us, security's on high alert for the ceremony.
Yep. Nothing will get past us.
We finally arrived in Crossbell. I'll never get over how metropolitan the place is. It's so fascinating. It'd be no exaggeration to say that the people of Western Zemuria are focused entirely on Crossbell today. I'm truly happy that I get to be present for such a monumentous occasion. Good work out there, Lloyd. You're one of the newbies assigned to the Metropolitan Division, right? Yes, I've been assigned to Franz's old position, Crossbell Station Security. Plan on protecting and serving to the best of my abilities from here on out. Glad to see someone with your enthusiasm on the force. Let's both give it everything we got to keep Crossbell safe. With pleasure. So, Rex from Class 7. Hey, it's the Triple S. You guys are the talk of the city, you know. Talk about luck that I ran into you right after I got here. You look familiar, weren't you? Rex from the Imperial Chronicle. The photos he took from the front lines of the battle of Jormungandr made the front page. He's got quite the career ahead of him. Come on, you're gonna make me blush. Rex is the time to cover the signing ceremony for the Imperial Chronicle. Even Erebonians are interested in how it'll go. Which is why we can't let them outshine the Crossbell Times coverage, Grace. Well, about that, Rhines. Something else I need to take care of, so you will be covering the signing ceremony. What? Really? What could be more important than the signing ceremony, Grace? Yeah, it's not like you to miss out on a big scoop like this. You're not feeling under the weather, are you? About a food poisoning? Nothing like that. I promise it's also for work. I've got a lead on something that's been bothering me. I plan to follow up on it. And besides, we've gone over how to cover the ceremony a bunch of times, so I'm sure you'll do fine without me. It's not that I don't think I can handle it, but this is also sudden. Man, it's tough to beat drive like that. I need to get my butt in gear. Grace is going to leave me in her dust. I never understood journalistic rivalries, but it sounds like Grace is as ambitious as ever. I'll say, she really takes her job seriously. So Rex is added to the book. Can't say Grace's spunk surprises me at this point. Anyway, boy am I glad I ran into you right after arriving in Crossbell. Best part is I got to see Noelle's Seeker in her patented pink shorts. They pack even more punch than the legends say. Mind let me take a few shots of you showing them off? Excuse me, what do you think you're looking at? They're just for comfort and easy to travel in. I don't know what you mean by they pack a punch. So, I believe that's a Pokemon reference there. Sheesh, this guy has no shame. I think he's a little too forward for our sweet little innocent Noelle to handle. This is all way too sudden. Why does Grace always do this? At least Rex is helping, so I'm sure they'll figure something out. Wish they wouldn't change plans out of the blue like that. Well, I have work to do too, you know. Seriously, my bad. I actually wanted to cover the signing ceremony and do some close-up reporting on you guys. But I got my hands on a really tasty lead, and I want to do some following up on that. Don't worry, though. Ryan has enough spunk to cover things for the both of us. Don't worry about it, Grace. You're not offending us. I'm more concerned about you than I am our publicity. Who knows what kind of crazy hijinks you wrapped up in this time. Playing dumb as usual. Oh yeah, she definitely knows about something going on. So, we are not able to go in here. No reason to go by the station. Can we go outside to the airport or St. Ursula? Nope. So yeah, this time I'm putting the break in for real. Next time we will go investigate the monsters, and I'll see you then. And Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye. Waiting for it to load. Goodbye.